Alrighty, hello and welcome everyone to the next part of our Warframe playthrough. Today we are going to be starting the Rising Tide quest. So essentially we are going to be building a spaceship, namely a Railjack, which you can kind of see the outline of on the Texas controller here. We're going to be building one of those basically. So yeah, time to build a spaceship everyone. Face a growing threat. Long dormant Cephalon calls upon you to reconstruct an Oricon-era interceptor craft, the Railjack.
Online. Crew. Dax. My crew is gone. Tenno. You will do. Awaiting dry dock integration.
Hello, Cephalon Cy. Operator, Orders has been asked to send you this blueprint. It appears to be for another Cephalon. A Cephalon that was somehow associated with Railjacks. Railjacks were magnificent combat spacecraft, not seen since the old war. Orders is jealous. Excited to see what will happen when this new Cephalon is built. Yeah, so we gotta go build. Yeah, we're gonna build another Cephalon apparently. Might be on here. Railjack Cephalon. Oh, got everything we need for that. Yeah, Railjack is probably the mission quest that has been changed the most in terms of being sort of a lot more new play friendly. So yeah, that's a 10-second build. And then we have to go install Cephalon Cy in the dry dock. Anyway, because we're completely nuts, we have built ourselves... excuse you. Zoom out. We've built ourselves our dojo, dry dock, all the stuff we need for this. This is completely not necessary. And if you're a new player and you really don't know the game that well, would not recommend doing this. Go join a clan, or you can go to Chronia Relay to access all this stuff. Yeah, 'cause it used to be you had to be in a clan and do that, and then Dia was like, oh, actually, not everyone wants to do the clan stuff, so we'll stick it in one of the relays.
Cephalon Cy. You will refer to me as such. The sentient threat has learned from past defeat. Reforming. Rebuilding. We must rebuild to contain that threat. We will reconstruct an old war-era Sigma Series Railjack.
Yeah, so yeah, we're literally going to go build a spaceship.
Requires a viable command Cephalon. I am not a viable command Cephalon. I will identify a viable replacement. But first, recover the wreckage. Then, assembly. Return to your orbiter.
Yes, like I said, we...
Railjacks died with the Oricon. Only wreckage remains. I have identified faint void drive traces on the surface of Mars. Investigate, recover, rebuild.
Yeah, identified faint void drive traces on the surface of Mars. Probable cause, ancient Railjack impact. So yeah, like I said, you don't need to build this. Like I said, this is hideously expensive for a new player. You need 15 tellurium for a kickoff, which is hell to build. So yeah, strongly advised. Just yeah, just skip out on the
That wreckage will not recover itself.
dojo stuff and just
Marked.
yeah, just go to Chronia Relay and use the public dry dock for this. Anyway, we need to go do this. But as we were saying, this is one of the most altered quests for the new player progression. So when this first came out, Dia was like, yeah, this isn't for new players. Bearing in mind this is like 5 years ago now. They're like, yeah, this is designed for people that have been playing the game for a while, so this quest originally took 7 days to do, or something stupid like that.
Void drive traces in proximity. Locate and mark for recovery.
Yeah, you had to spend like either 12 hours or a day to build Cy. Now, I think each of the pieces were, I can't remember if they're 12 hours or a day's build, one or the other. But they also needed an obscene amount of resources. So I remember one of the components needing 15 argon crystals, which is ridiculous. So yeah, I'm glad they've cut all the grind down to this, so people just literally just do this, build it, move on. That respawn back there. Oh, that's annoying. Not about that. Yeah, this is essentially 6 rounds of keep away. Hence why we have brought Garo along. Yeah, we're going to use Max Wall, because we basically need to keep him out the circle. Yeah, Cy basically has to do a damage assessment on each piece. Got to make sure it's usable, so we just need to just do this, keep everyone off our case. Yeah, I think they've sped up the scan time as well, because I seem to remember this taking longer in the past. So yeah, bring a frame that's good for, you know, the sort of frame you'd sort of use for defense, mobile defense. Just something that just keeps stuff away from set point. Oh yeah, these jerks. You go away. Yeah, these things. Vomeless interference drones. Kind of look like the pot of greed from Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyway, they're done. Someone has broken the wall. Not great. You know what?
Aggregator roasted. Something has nested in the fuel intakes. Astral frame integrity 87%. Component viable. Cephalon Ortis. Rendezvous with Tenno at extraction point.
Right, we run for it. Yeah, a little annoyed that our wall broke, because we have made some upgrades to Gara between streams, between videos. So, namely, we've actually put a Orokin reactor in Gara, so she's got a lot more mod capacity. So I've been able to just generally sort of boost up some of her basic mods. We'll show the build in a sec.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Yeah, fuselage. Yeah, and like I said, we're still sort of picking up plants as and when we see them. Like I said, there will be a day when they become useful. Trust us on that one.
Tenno, your assistance is required in the dry dock.
Yep, 2 seconds. Oh, Gara at the moment. Yeah, so like I said, we did put a reactor in her because we thought, well, actually, she's up one of my most useful frames, so that just means we can sort of go sort of full in on the intensify, you know, the basic mod. So got intensify, continuity, streamline. Yeah, got some energy sort of help with equilibrium and dreamer's bonds, fast reflection to get her shields back up faster. I've ranked blind rage to rank 5. I'm not going to do more than that because that's just going to be hideous to start ranking up any further. Yeah, it just gives us bit of duration, so abilities last longer. Efficiency and range are unaffected. But it does mean her wall and her shattered lash are going to be doing sort of give us more bang now. So, but even so, a little annoyed that the wall got chipped so quickly. Okay, moving on. Oh, you know what? This thing keeps on pointing us towards the cranial relay, so I'll just show this quickly. For those of you who haven't bothered to build your own dry dock. Yeah, for something that's meant to be a landing craft, this is not the most practical way of sort of getting in and out, we must say. Yeah, so you go to fast travel, yeah, go to dry dock. So you can come here and do the entire quest instead of going to a dojo, but as I said, if you've built your own or if you're in a clan already, you can just use your own, so...
I have not seen a Railjack in some Remember, Orcan outer terminus positions have fallen to the sentient armada. Our orders: behead the fleet. My crew: Sukin, Crody, Zada. There are none finer. We are family. We will stop this war in its tracks. We are the Orcan Empire's best hope. We were. There is work to be done. This fuselage requires repair. Reconstruction begins.
Cephalon Cy is having wild flashbacks here. I said he will do that throughout this quest. Which is the main reason I'm not just jump cutting to the end here. Yeah, as you probably saw, yeah, it takes a minute to build a part now rather than 12 hours. It takes fairly trivial resources. I mean, unless you've absolutely speedrun the game, which is entirely possible these days, you should have everything you need to build this. There's nothing that particularly exotic, I don't think.
Fuselage restoration complete. Propulsion section located. Earth's forests. Beware of hostiles.
So, next stop, Earth. Also, you can do navigation in the relay. So yeah, that saves a bit of going back and forth. Actually, yeah, it might be quicker to do this quest on the relay because you don't need to go back and forth to your orbiter all the time. Anyway, part 2.
Void contamination points to bleed out from Railjack catalytic artery. Locate and assess.
Yeah. Enemy levels are nothing to write home about. It's just your standard sort of stuff you've been meeting on the latter part of the star chart anyway. Yeah, we've sort of got to Pluto now, and sort of the enemies there are like between level 30 to 40, so...
Propulsion systems, the most advanced ever produced. Scanning.
Right,
Remain
a wall.
in proximity. Neutralize
You can get out of here.
hostiles. Perimeter breached. Clear them out to resume scan.
Yeah, and that's why you need to just keep everything away, because Cy can't work otherwise. But yeah, if you don't have Gara, Frost's pretty good. You could possibly use Limbo as well if you are really confident in using Limbo, but
Boom. Drones down. Back to it.
I'll say that's kind of I don't know if we're masochist to do that at this point, to be honest, given what state of affairs Limbo's kit's in these days. Over here, ding dong.
Scan baffled by interference drones. Destroy them.
Yeah, these are annoying. Get lost.
Return to objective.
Who's in here? Rude. Get out. Yeah, I suppose here, sort of, enemies can just jump down, so... There's a somewhat imperfect defense here, but it's mostly doing the job.
Maintain defense. Hold position.
I want this, so whatever. I'll get those focus orbs,
Orgone accumulator. Blow.
and we're done.
Etheric condenser. Vaporized. Viable.
Yeah, like I said, this quest, when it first came out, took a solid week to do. But to be fair, at the time, there was a lot less going on in game. We were still waiting for the new war quest and just stuff to do in general, really, because
Another job well executed.
yeah, there was just a lot going on of DE at the time. Yeah, it's 2020, so oh, it's 2019 this came out. Oh shit, that's almost 6 years now. Yeah, so this came out. Dia was still trying to put together the new War Quest, which then got really sort of delayed because of COVID. Because that shut everything down for months. Yeah, the old, yeah, everyone had to isolate, not go to work, then they had everyone sort of figuring out how to work from home, so...
Zada dances our ship through forward lines. Crody identifies and prioritizes targets. Sukin's turrets track and terminate. Our reputation is earned. Our objective, a Turaga-class worm ship. Zada plots an arc. We accelerate. Ancient history. The dead have no needs. The living require that propulsion system. Reconstruction begins.
Yeah, sorry, I was listening to Cy there. Yeah, you saw the resources there. It's like 250 cryotic and an Orokin cell was like the worst things for that. Plus 25,000 credits. I mean, at this point, credits are easy to get hold of. There's so many ways of getting credits now. One Orokin cell, again, maybe a little frustrating to get because they are rare, but they're not that rare. And the cryotic, well, if you've done any kind of excavation, you should have a few thousand to hand by now. And if you haven't, well, you just have to go get the bits. But it's all stuff that's...
Propulsion restoration complete.
Oh,
Void
Ty's
breach
talking.
residue identified on Lua. Probable nacelle location. Recover if viable.
Yeah, especially if you haven't got the parts, you have to go get them. But like I said, it's all easy to obtain stuff these days. That was silly. Navigation. Misclicked. Cover the port nacelle. There we go.
Railjack nacelle nearby. Locate and assess.
Yeah, not gonna lie, 2019, 2020, Warframe was in a shakier place. I mean, they knew where they were going with everything, but oh, hello. Excuse me. This is one of the puzzle rooms. We will be back when this is done. Actually, no, I'm going to show this off. Yeah, because this is... Yeah, this is endurance one. But yeah, now we've got operator. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you kind of cheeses with the operator because you can go invisible and not take any damage while you got energy. Yeah, then you sort of come out of the void mode to recover your energy, go back in. Yeah, we're literally waiting for that to fill up. There we go. Yeah, if you jump on this to kick this off, you jump straight up and hit 5 to go into operator mode. You can literally just cheese with the operator. Yeah, I think this is for endurance drift. Yeah, basically a mod I haven't got yet, so it's like, okay, let's do this quickly while we are doing stuff. So yeah, it's going to take a minute or two, but not the end of the world. Yeah, nearly there. We just wasted our energy doing that. That was stupid. Actually, I think this... Ow. There we go. Yeah, I just need to hold this down. Get on there. Are we still... Yep, still going. That's fine. Yeah, sometimes if you can get your Warframe to land on this, you can literally park the Warframe and you can just roam around with the operator. So you can really cheese this one. Excuse you. I'll try that again. Yeah, endurance drift. So extra energy and parkour velocity. Anyway, now we've shown you how to trivialize that. Oh yeah, this is another puzzle room. This is almost impossible to do without a teammate. There's a piece at the end where you need to hold down 4 pillars at the same time. Now, this one might be tricky because this is a Corpus node, and nullifiers can just straight up dispel Warframe powers if they get in contact. Yeah, those jerks are the blue bubbles there. Yeah, if that blue bubble touches your wall, it's bye-bye wall and you have to recast. That's hella annoying, but there we go. Yeah, the OG Scourge of Limbo then. So yeah, this one in particular is a real piss poor place to try and defend. Like I said, there's just rubble everywhere. Things can just creep in underneath. These stupid drones are more persistent now. And someone broke our wall. Not amused. Go away. Want that. Right, I'm going to full recast this because that is going to stop things. Yeah, anything that touches your wall while you're casting it gets coated in glass, and then you can just shatter them. Oh yeah, we're on lure, so yeah, actual sentient fighters will start rocking up. There is a star around there. We will deal with that in due time. There we go. There you are. You're there somewhere. Once again, the Zoris doing stellar work. Right, and you lot can do what the hell you want. We are gone. Yeah, a little bit long that mission, but to be fair, we did do a side objective, so yeah. Drift mods, they are all extra slot mods. They come up from time to time in builds, so if you see those rooms, they're worth doing if you can. And look, we have an A-cell. That makes 3 parts, so we are halfway there, question mark? Oh yeah, just doing this in the just doing this in the relay is just so much more convenient.
Plots a data gathering lab around the worm ship. Sukin targets exposed launch orifices. Power redirects to the Tunguska capacitor. With the pull of the trigger, we will end this. The moment arrives. The moment arrives. Tenno, my precepts. I am not a viable command Cephalon. I will continue my search. Continue repairs. This
Yeah,
will take some
Cy's
time.
Cy's little reminiscent is going somewhere now, isn't it? So hello, Clervo. It's taking some fashion frame while we're waiting. Yeah, again, you saw, so again, just basic resources and credits. Yeah, I think there's a tail section that required 15 argon or something stupid like that, once upon a time. Yeah, sort of size lines about, yeah, I'm going to continue looking, sort of, has much more context when it used to be days between, parts.
She is coming together. Next site, Venus.
We really are going around the solar system today. Navigation. Starboard nacelle. Another Corpus node. Again, watching out for nullifiers. Okay, the unit's like, no, you're not allowed to play with your powers.
Starboard nacelle located. You need this.
Let's just rocket through this lot. I'm fairly confident we've got everything we need to just put this whole thing together now. If it turns out we don't have something, and then we should look like a colossal idiot. Yep, that is indeed a nacelle.
Starboard nacelle, best in class. Scanning. Sights up. Safety's off.
Looks like a good place to scout things. Yeah, 'cause stuff can come around the back there. So I just want a good sight line.
Have established a dampening field. Eliminate them to resume scan.
Oh, isn't that rude?
Return to objective.
Just to say we shoot our guns occasionally.
Scan cannot continue until
Shit.
the area of operation
We fell.
is clear. Get on it. Scan interrupted. Hold perimeter.
Okay.
Interference drones detected. Scan interrupted.
Ow. Yeah, something slammed us there. Oh, there's one that just hides in the closet. Oh,
Back to
go
work.
away.
Let us get this over with.
Yeah, and as you can see, the interference gets more annoying because there's like 2 or 3 sort of goes now. Oh, backless. Okay,
It has developed immunity to your attacks.
get rid of those as soon as
Try
possible.
something different.
That's goodies in a moment.
Interference drones. We have work to do.
Yeah, backlists are annoying because they can just sit there and do this laser spin attack, which is insanely damaging. So yeah, make those a priority if you see them rocking up. Right, gone.
Drones down. Back to it. Perimeter breached. Scan
Rude.
interrupted. We do not
Ow.
have time for this. Scan interrupted. Maintain proximity to objective. Integral fission tanks ruptured. Otherwise, fine. Cephalon
Thank you. Grab that, and we are gone.
Proceed to extraction.
Yeah, the Sentients have a thing where they can adapt to damage as well. So if you do like a quarter of their health, they'll adapt. So whatever you're throwing at them will do less damage. It is significantly tuned down from how effective that used to be, though. Sentients used to be tanky as hell and annoying to deal with.
Complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Some more mods that we may or may not use. Intact sentient cores. Yeah, grab them because you can give those to Onko, who we met last time. Various goods and services. Right, fast travel to the dry dock. Oh, it puts us there instead of on here, but whatever.
Precepts. Complete the mission. Preserve the crew. Tunguska capacitor charged. Sukin pulls the trigger. Nothing happens.
Well, that's an
Zada
issue.
reports engines offline. Shields offline. Weapons offline. Personal lights flash on as the first missiles hit. I watch as Sukin, along with his gunnery chair, is sucked into the infinite. I watch as the port nacelle detonates. We are spinning. Zada calls for assistance. I am silent. Proteus attempts to save our engines proves fatal. I watch as he is engulfed in flame. Zada is alone at the helm. She beholds the distant flash of torpedo tubes. She says my name. The viewplate blossoms. She ceases to exist.
Wow.
Commencing restoration. You will be contacted upon completion.
Yes, the mission did not go well.
Board nacelle reinforced. Soon, cognitive geometries will self-assemble. She will live. But not yet. Transferring tail section data to your orbiter.
How many bits have we done? 3, 4, 5. Mission. Oh look, back on Sedna again, aka one of the planets we still have not unlocked. That's funny. Oh, you're not allowed on this planet unless a quest calls for it. But yeah, Cephalon Cy is having some mad PTSD flashbacks here. Yeah, 'cause he said at the start just how good his crew was.
High probability of
And
Railjack
now we just heard how they,
clear out
oh, they all
hostiles
died,
and
unfortunately.
mark for retrieval.
Yeah, welcome to Sedna. Basically the exact same tile set as Ceres, so Grenier Shipyard. Just with, tankier enemies. Right. So usual, we just flash past everything. As we are doing Nightwave at the moment, we need to get our 30 Eximus kills for the week, so if you're going to hand them on a plate to us, who are we to refuse?
Tail section intact.
Right, shields up, and we hold.
Drones have escaped
Oh, you're in there. Okay. Grab this. With all of our shots, because we suck.
Drones down.
Oh, yeah, our guns can still do damage. Excuse us, how did you get in here?
Interference drones detected. Scan interrupted.
Alright, where are you bozos?
Back to work.
Ah, lived on 1 HP, whatever.
Over with.
It has developed immunity to your attacks. Try something different.
Okay, so there's a sentient around there. Just really funny is that more often than not, the first I know about sentients rocking up is a load sort of
Interference drone.
doing a line about, oh, they've adapted. Hit it with something else. You're just down here, okay.
Return
Get a hobby.
objective.
There we go.
Scan interrupted. Maintain proximity.
Yeah, we're on it.
Perimeter reached. Clear them out to resume scan. Coastal stabilizers.
There we go.
Salvageable. Cogitators.
Yeah, of course, because the sentients can fly to an extent, they can go over our wall, so... Anyway, there we go. Ignoring all this dross.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Yeah, you see sort of picking up those focus orbs. So good, especially as a new player. I love that they changed that, so you get 5,000 focus just for interacting with them. Never mind what you get for killing stuff while you got one of those up. Didot. Yep, here instead of there, as always. Palervo's still here.
Railjack. Sigma series. Top of the line. Crew. 4,890 confirmed kills. Complete the mission. Preserve the crew. 13 system-wide errors. There were no errors. There was only me following my orders. In her final moment, I think Zara knew that. Precepts. Complete the mission. Preserve the crew. To complete the mission, the crew must die. To preserve the crew is to fail the mission. The crew exists to complete the mission. Therefore, I completed the mission. Why was I given those orders?
Yeah.
Reconstruction begins.
Yeah, Cy sort of kind of had a conflict of interest going on there at the time. So yeah, so he's there to sort of make sure the mission's finished, but at the same time he's there to sort of make sure the crew live and
You require a viable command, Cephalon. You understand why I am non-viable. Replacement Cephalon not yet located. A solution must exist. I will find it. Final component marked.
Yeah, it's never actually specified what Cy's mission actually was. I say he was just given some orders to make sure the mission was completed, but in order for the mission to be completed, the crew had to die. And there are theories. I can't really go into without spoiling aspects of the game and the story that will come up later on. I did it again. Yeah, it's kind of implied someone asked told, oh, someone ordered Cy to fail on purpose. Also, we never fully know why. Yeah, as you can see, yeah, Cy's got a wild case of PTSD from that, so you never know. He may also be an unreliable narrator, because PTSD can do that to people. It can sort of skew your mind, skew your memories. But that is also a possibility.
Identified. Visual verification required. Move in.
Right, final piece of the puzzle. Yeah, Warframe just does that sometimes. Sort of tells a story, but then sort of leaves sort of aspects to the player's imagination. So yeah, you sort of basically end up... Well, for the time being, we're just headcanoning why Cy had to let his crew die. Especially given how fondly he spoke of them. I mean, they sort of did a lot of missions together.
You know what to do.
So they were close. Speaking of things that are close, Corpus are coming in again. Also, casual reminder, Europa isn't really required for anything, so it's entirely possible to get to this stage of the game without unlocking Europa. Which again just seems hilarious. Hello, Sentient. Yeah, that's what we was talking about the Battlers earlier on.
Sentient fighters can adapt to their attacks. Hit them with
Some
something
fucker
else.
broke the wall.
Maintain
Rude.
defense. Hold position.
You know what? As my wall's broken anyway, I've got no qualms with swiping left on things. Swiping right, whatever. Whatever way Gara swipes when she does her Shattered Lash.
Interference drones. We have work to do.
So yeah, seems her Shattered Lash is powerful enough to just one-shot the ship. Yeah, no. Or at the very least knock them out of that stupid thing they're trying to do.
Drones down. Back to it.
Yeah, this is a mission where they throw the kitchen sink at you. They really do not want you to finish this Railjack off.
Again, baffled by interference drones. Destroy them.
Oh, there's a bevy of sentience there. Ow. 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 Oh, I keep getting King Buster.
Return.
Hooray, there we go.
Perimeter. Breach.
Really?
Clear them out. Resume.
What do you mean by nullifiers?
Structural integrity within required tolerances.
Yeah, like I said, they just walked straight through that wall like it wasn't there.
Time for pickup.
Anyway, we survived. We have our final piece. Let's get the hell out of here. To go.
Another job well executed.
Oh, we did a night wave. Another mod of dubious usage. Dry dock.
All known Cephalons surveyed. None conform to tactical parameters. None possess necessary astrogation poetics. None possess a comprehensive warfighting database. Viable Cephalons. Nil.
Again, that's a whole load of nothing there.
This will take some time.
Yeah, that is the final part of the puzzle. Is that a Gauss? Gauss, it looks like they've probably just done the new war because they've got the broken scepter. Because, to be honest, that weapon is not great. That really is a weapon that you just equip, level up, and then just forget about. Ah, hey ho. So, just, out here waiting for a timer again. Yeah, I think what I have to do next episode is just take the Railjack out for a spin, just briefly show you what's going on with that. Maybe.
Work crews report tools down. Railjack structure complete. Structure reinforcement complete. Systems restoration complete. Your presence is required on the dry dock.
Oh, it's a good thing we are there. Okay, we may have confused the game. Let's duck out the room and come back in. Actually, even better. Let's do this. Dojo. Yeah, there we go. Here we are. She's a bit bad, but
Have a Railjack. Tenno, all
it's
records
there.
of my mission have been purged from the weave. Why, I do not know. I had a crew. I must accept sole responsibility for their deaths. Conclusion, I am non-viable. But I am the only Railjack-compatible Cephalon. The sentients have almost rebuilt. Conclusion, I am, under the circumstances, a viable command Cephalon. If you will have me.
Right. We integrate Cy into the Railjack.
Understood. I will begin the process of integrating myself with the ship's systems. This may take some time. Commencing. You may now enter your Railjack.
There we are. Some assembly required. Built a Railjack. So yeah, built a spaceship. Let's go indoors. Okay. Yeah, this is the fun thing about this. We built this, and then we couldn't even use this at first.
Welcome to the Railjack
We had to wait for another update to
thing.
drop the stuff to
a weapon.
the missions and whatnot for us to actually sort of take this out for a spin and whatnot.
Weapon. Aboard this vessel, we work before we play.
Oh, you have to do this.
All systems integrated. Reactor still offline. This ship needs power. I search for what is missing. The harder I look, the less I see. Tenno, be my eyes. Where the negative resides, my mind is dissonance. Nav is ready for coordinates. I urge Lua.
Yeah, so yeah, we never find out why Cy was ordered to do what he was ordered on his final mission, and by the sound of things, all records have been erased. That's sus as fuck. But yeah, if we build the Railjack, and at the time we couldn't take it anywhere because it had no power.
You are in the right place.
So we had this little mini quest sort of come up. I can't remember how long after, but it was a good couple of months, I think. And then they dropped the big update, which sort of had the missions and stuff where you need to actually take your Railjack out and do what you need to do with it. But yeah, that was a shit show. They decided to drop that during the Game Awards, which was like a week before Christmas. So they literally dropped it just so all about to go on holiday. Railjack was a mess, and yeah, it was not good PR. But yeah, we need a void key.
Stop. Something has occurred. The periphery of absence. I felt it tremble. A desire to be filled. To be known. You hold a key. Return to the orbiter. I believe you have found my answer.
Also, why Demon Tree? Yeah, we've got an Oricon key. Oops.
The sentient has adapted to your damage. Surprise them with something new.
Yeah, we surprised them, all right. Not, thank you. Let's get out of here. Yeah, so yeah, sort of classics of how not to what not to do in terms of game dev stuff. Yeah, don't release a major update literally a week for a big public holiday where you're not going to be around to fix bugs and game breaking stuff. But yeah, they well and truly learned their lesson there. Let's just say.
We are close to resolution. I can feel it.
I do like DE these days. If they're planning an update, they'll give us a date and whatnot. But if
Job well executed.
their stuff is not ready, they will just come up and just say, look, we're going to ship the update, but we're not going to ship it with XYZ because it's not ready, and we'd rather ship it without that than ship it with, and then you'd be pissed off that you've got a broken update and whatnot. I said, seems to be a rarity in the game dev industry. But yeah, we have an Oricon key, sort of much like the one Captain Vor runs around with. Now, Captain Vor and his Janus key. So, oh, boarding from this side.
You have found to that which I cannot find. The negative will be proven. My end shall be at an end. Begin our beginning.
Okay. The old somatic fibers are going rampant. how spooky this is. Knock, knock. The sharp-eyed view. Yes, that does look like a finger. Curious, is it not? Okay.
Something moves. An infinite zero. Impossible. Perception failure. Recalibrating.
I don't think we're meant to see that yet.
All systems clear. Reactor online. Whatever you did, we are space-worthy. Proceed to navigation. You have earned this. Railjack online. Let's take her out.
Yeah, we'll take her out for a quick mission.
Tenno disembarking.
At the moment. Right. So there is research for the Railjack. You can research guns and plating and engines. I'd say do this for the mastery, so once you've got resources, but in terms of actually equipping this on the Railjack, I would probably not pay this too much heed. There's better ways of getting gear. Yeah, visit dry dock, manage Railjack. So yeah, we have shields, engines, plating, and a reactor. We also have guns and a launcher. There's also another weapon which is not upgradable on this screen, but you can upgrade with mods. And this is the Texas. This thing we got all the way back when we did the Arcwing. And I forgot to mention, once you get this, you can join public Railjack missions. I said you can't start a mission on your own because you don't have the Railjack, but you can join public missions and join their Railjack and help out and whatnot. But yeah, think there's like a Warframe loadout, but for your Railjack. Again, you've got, you've got mods. Yeah, you've got an aura mod, so yeah, hull and armor, ironclad, so that's good, especially for early on. Forward artillery damage, that's good. We'll have some speed. Turret damage, we really need that. Some ordnance munitions. Ordnance lock on time. I think I'll go for that for now. Yeah, like I said, there is a lot of stuff going here. Turret critical damage. Yes, you have mods for your actual Railjack, so this boosts your Railjack stats, so you can sort of increase armor, shields, speed and whatnot. Also, yeah, you boost your sort of turret damage as well. You have battle mods, so yeah, you can use these on your Railjack to, again, they're like Warframe powers for your Railjack, so you can do extra things. These run off your Warframe's energy though, so that's interesting. And then you got tactical mods, but we haven't picked any of those up yet. But yeah, if you've done Zero Railjack, you will have none of those mods. We've only got this because we have been doing some public Railjack, by the by. You also have intrinsic, so you've got 5 schools here, so you've got a skill tree for each. Tactical pilot, gunnery, engineering, and command. Yeah, so really useful to get. Yeah, I'll take get all these rank 4 at the very least. So yeah, rank 4, you can warp back to your ship. Tactical rank 4 piloting, you can boost and drift and whatnot. Gunnery, not super useful at this level, but there are sort of various things on there later on. Engineering, that's another big one. Yeah, applied on this, you can sort of repair things quicker. Dome charge, you'll want this so you can resupply your primary cannon. And command. You can get crew members. So if you do not want to play this publicly, you can go speak to Ticket in Fortuna, and you can recruit some crew of your own, which you can then train up to a bit more competent. So yeah, you can sort of give them roles. You can sort of make one a pilot, you can make them gunners, you can make one an engineer. If they're not doing stuff, they'll also defend the ship from boarding. So yeah, done none of that. Yeah, I'm going to do one quick mission just to give you the lay of the land. Yeah, you'll need the Railjack as part of unlocking the new war quest. And I do recommend spending a little time on Railjack just to mod this somewhat. Yeah, you can see, because we're doing public missions, we've actually cleared out all of Earth. We'll do the first mission, though. But yeah, I'd recommend investing a little into this. Just give yourself a couple of levels and everything, just to make things a bit easier for yourself. But you can do New War without doing anything on this. Yeah, gotta watch the cutscene once. Gotta watch this once at least. Yeah, I've literally half-assed slapped a couple of mods in the Plexus, and that's it. I'm going in with like pretty much well, almost base Railjack. But yeah, in terms of getting to later game where you would need lots of credits and endo for ranking mods and stuff like that, Railjack, especially late Railjack, is fantastic for that. Also, it's a very good farm for getting a lot of different things at the same time. So it's this whole lone game mode, but it is very worthwhile getting into.
Hit them where it hurts. We are on their boards. Look alive.
Yeah, should be able to do the first mission on our own just fine. Even with our lousy aim. Yeah, this first mission is literally, yeah, you just fight a few ships. There's no side objectives. This is basically just give you a feel of what you need to do. Most missions there is a fighter aspect where you're sort of dealing with fighters and cruise ships, and a objective. So there'll be something out here that you have to go board and destroy or sabotage. So yeah, there's a cruise ship there, so we'll deal with you in a moment. Get rid of some of this chaff.
Maintain anti-fighter cover. They are about to break.
Yeah, you have to learn how to lead your shots. Yeah, don't aim straight at the ship. You need to try and aim for where they're going. Sort of given that we are lousy at aiming to begin with, that's a bit of a challenge for us, but oh yeah, those diamonds, they are your mods, so make sure you're picking those up. Right, you killed the fighters. Cruise ship. So you can hobble them by shooting engines. Leave one available though, because that's a weak point on the ship. You really want to be aiming at the weak point. So we come down here. This is our primary gun, the Tunguska cannon. Yes, aim for the engine, and
Cruise ship reactor has detonated.
it will go bang. Fire missile, because cannon batteries are a bugger. Yeah, you can see we got health and shields. They do regenerate if you back off from things. But yeah, you do need to use that primary cannon to take the cruise ship out. I'll say you knock his health down to 0 and it'll just be immobile. Yeah, that one, we did it oopsie and we took all 3 engines out. So, something I learned recently, if you shoot the engines out, it also turns off the weak point. Oh, we missed. That's unfortunate, because we didn't do any intrinsics, so at the moment... Show this off. This down here is your forge, so you can forge ordnance and stuff. Yeah, I need rank 4 engineering for that, so... That's why I was saying get everything to rank 4, because you just get a lot of utility very quickly. So we're going to have to do this the hard way. Namely, we can jump into Arcwing. A little bit of piracy. That's not bad, because... Like I said, the crates on the cruise ships and side objectives, they can drop a lot of Arcwing mods. But yeah, nuclear reactor. Detonate it. Yeah, case in point, auxiliary power. That is super rare to get hold of outside of Railjack. Yeah, because we're not rank 4, we... Yeah, rank 4 tactical to beam back, so we just need to... Yeah, just get out of here, there we go.
Ship down. That clears up some space. Grenier in disarray. Sector secured.
So yeah, you get your Railjack. Stick to this first mission until you get enough intrinsics to get some functionality going. New mission progress. Yeah, for the first mission, like I said 35,000 credits. I see you get endo, you get lots of parts. You can also do relics as well. So if you find a node that's got a void storm, they'll be a bit harder than the regular missions, but again worth doing because you can crack relics while you're doing this, and you'll get relics as rewards quite often. On top of a lot of endo credits, a lot of XP. I said it's a game mode that's kind of slept on because it's out here doing its own thing, but I'd say if you want to efficiently farm, I'll say credits and endo, this is an excellent place to do that. And then when you're done, yeah, you go back to your dry dock if you've got dry dock. If not, you go back to relay. Yeah, oh, I may as well got that, so straight off. Yeah, extra energy for your Arcwing, so niche mod, but I'll say that's borderline impossible to get in Arcwing missions. So yeah, the fact Railjack can drop all your Arcwing mods and do a better job of dropping them for you is quite good. What if I want to show? Yeah. So yeah, another thing you'll quite often sort of find when you are doing missions, ships will drop wreckage. I'm not going to invest in any of these because waste of resources. You really just want to get to the tier 3 stuff, so good way of doing this if you've not got friends is, yeah, do some of your early missions just to build your intrinsics up, and then try and sort of do public Railjack missions in some of the later nodes. Because I say, if you get to, I think it's the Vale, which is like the highest node, you'll get all the tier 3 stuff, and you get all the good tier 3 stuff, so you can just jump straight to that and invest in that and sort of build it. Yeah, this is just crap that we've picked up while doing public Railjack. If you're not going to build it, you can scrap it for endo. 1300 endo for some tat. Very nice. But I think we'll leave it at that for today. said, we have our ship. We have taken it out for a spin. We've gone through the basics. So hopefully this has been educational. So until next time, have fun, stay safe, and we will see you for the next one. So bye bye for now.